In the book of Exodus, God declares that He is the God who heals us. Does He still heal today? I well remember a day when I was playing squash. Running towards the back wall, I couldn't stop in time and I broke my wrist. I was taken to the hospital and it was broken in about 6 places. It was reset and put in a plaster cast. 2 days later I was in a meeting where they were praying for healing and I was prayed for. As the power of God came upon me, I felt the bones in my wrist being healed. The next day I went back to the doctor and asked him to re-x-ray the wrist. He was quite reluctant at first but finally agreed. He was amazed to find that healing had in fact taken place. He removed my cast, my wrist was healed.
One day, while sharing my faith on the street, I spoke to one woman about Jesus. She said yes to Jesus, but then said she was so desperate. Her husband was going to leave her because she couldn't have children. I prayed for her. God gave me the gift of faith that she would soon have a baby boy. Within weeks, she was pregnant, and despite some serious complications, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy.
While doing mission work in Namibia, night after night, we would witness the power of God in healings. One lady came forward one night who had polio from a child. Her one matchstick leg was in calipers. She was asked to remove the calipers, prayed for, the power of God came down on her, and that matchstick leg was made the same as the other leg. God then lengthened it by about 10 centimeters, and she left that night with calipers and crutches in hand, dancing and rejoicing in God's goodness.
I had been praying and fasting for some time. My fast was over. I went to some friends in the area. I needed something to eat. My friends informed me that they hadn't had electricity for a long time, that it would only be back in days. I suddenly felt overcome with a sense of God's power. I stretched my hands to the electrical meter box and shouted in a loud voice, "In Jesus' name, power came back now." They all laughed at me, but in a matter of seconds, power came on. They were not laughing anymore. And the beauty was, supper was on the way. But what most amazed us all is that only our house in that particular area had electricity that night. The neighbors spread the news. And in that period, I introduced many people to Christ in the coming days. From that time, I was convinced that nothing is impossible for God.
Probably the most remarkable healing that I've witnessed was that of a butchery assistant. His hand was cut off above the wrist in an accident with a bandsaw. He came to the tent one night. As he was prayed for, we watched as God gave him a new hand and then new fingers. He was perfectly restored. These and many other experiences leave me in no doubt that God still heals today.